Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our 7th Sea story, The Dead Men Tales. I'm the Reverend Sarkon. My name is Will. I'll be your storyteller this evening. And I'm going to go through a little bit of a speed run with our catch-up so we can get right into the action, because I did leave them on a little bit of a cliffhanger, and it's so terrible for a storyteller to do that. But the characters got to meet Carlos de Aldana, the Castilian duelist who was invited to Eisen by Ignacio, the famous Castilian captain who has now turned privateer and is in the employ of the Lady Vanthrop. They got to kind of learn about May's husband's connection to the Vanthrop family and how they have a shared kind of ancestry. They had a delightful back and forth, and I use the term very loosely, back and forth after the former Castilian captain turned privateer excused himself. And the conversation tried to stay civil. They closed a couple of they clocked a couple of interesting moments during the delicious and extravagant dinner that had been prepared for them. And we left off with them arriving back at May's house to see a group of skeletons rising from the ground. Hello, everybody. For clarification, this is a brute squad fight, so we are getting into some combat tonight.
Excellent.
Brute squad.
It is going to be brute squad. I have separated them into two different brute squads: left brute squad, right brute squad, just to make it easy on everybody.
I'll take the ugly one.
They are skeletons.
They're all ugly.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They have two qualities that you should be afraid of.
Sure.
The first, and probably the most easy to deal with, is that they're fearsome. So they have a fear rating. They have a fear rating of 1 given, and then 1 more for every 5 of them there are. Each brute squad of skeletons is 10 strong, so they have a fear rating of 3. And what that means is that you subtract 3 dice from any risk involving them.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's terrible. But the other one is unliving. And what that means is that at the end of the encounter, at the end of the round, I can spend a danger point to return the squad to its full strength.
Oh.
So, I have 3 danger points, just to remind everybody.
Okay.
Who gave you danger points?
I start with 3. So,
Do you start with 3 every session or just every campaign?
at the beginning of every session, I start with at least 3. I can
there you
keep,
go.
yeah, I can keep any of the ones that I've earned throughout the story, but I always start with at least 3. All of you start with 1.
You know, I didn't expect you to make this easy, so.
Why would it be easy? You're a hero of the people. You fought a bear. Carlos is a duelist. And May's a hexenwerker.
This
is
will
like
be the
your
first
bread and
time I
butter.
actually see. Yeah, this will be the first time that I'm going to see May do something.
Okay. So, you are
No.
you are in the yard between the gate and the house. There is the orchard to the distance. The skeletons have erupted out from the ground, leaving holes where they once were. And so for this first round, what is everyone's approach to the round? And remember, you get a bonus die every time that you approach the round with a different skill.
Okay. Well, you know, the way I look at it is, Brecky's been wanting to do some target practice.
Yeah.
And if they're all clustered together, which I assume they are
close enough.
I'm gonna see. Yeah, this is gonna be a This is going to be a Vestin version of bowling. that I'm gonna try.
Nice.
Air bowling. So I'm gonna see how well this shield is crafted. I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and just fling it into that brute squad, and hopefully it bounces. You know,
So you're keeping your distance.
I'll run towards them while doing that, because that's
Okay.
the idea. Is to, I'm not gonna waste any motion on this, especially if there's 10 per brute squad,
Per
as
brute
you
squad.
have solely put it.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, that would be the idea. I want to do that as I'm getting right up to them.
okay. So it looks like it's gonna be a brawn and aim roll for you. Plus 1 die puts you at 7 total dice. Minus 3 for fear puts you at 4.
Son of a bitch.
May, how do you want to approach this round?
With the dread.
There's plenty of that to go around. That's a free roll for you.
Taking out Reverent Venom. I'm pouring them onto my axes.
Oh, okay.
Shielding putting them back in my putting them back and then pulling them back out to activate the poison.
Okay.
And then who's ever in front of me first, just slash.
Okay. So you're going into combat with them?
Well, yeah, no, why not? What the fuck?
Okay. So that's going to be finesse and weaponry roll. It's the first time using weaponry, so it'll give you a plus 1 dice. That's going to be 7. Minus 3 is 4 as well.
Got it.
And then, Pete, what is Carlos's approach to this round?
I look at skeletons and I'm wondering how good a rapier would be against skeletons. So I tell Sombra, kick.
Okay.
I'm holding Sombra and I tap him so he bam kicks him.
Okay. So that's gonna look like a riding check to me. So do you think that would be panache?
Oh, definitely riding a panache.
Okay. So that would normally be 5 plus your 1 is 6. So minus the 3 is 3 dice for your first round.
I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this.
I'm not liking this at all.
Dice.
Yeah, remember you're looking for sets of 10. So 5 and 5 is one raise. 6 and 4 is another raise. But 9 and 2 can be a raise. It doesn't need to be perfect 10s. It just needs to be at least a 10 on however many dice you can get. So,
but do 10s explode in this or no?
If your skill is a 3, I believe 10s explode. It might be at a 4.
Last I checked, my aim is a 3. Yeah, I have 3 on my aim.
Yeah. We'll say yes for now, so I can be benevolent.
Okay. That just means that you're not going to hold back even more so.
I mean, I told you what they do. I told you the qualities that I gave them.
So I got the reason why I asked about the exploding die is because I got 110.
Okay, yeah, re-roll it. Or roll another die so you can see what that gives you.
Thank you for asking that question because I was going to ask the same.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. I will let you know that during this combat you will have to spend at least 1 raise every round because of the consequence of falling into one of the holes.
Oh, the holes they came up in.
Yep.
What if I wait for them to come to me so I'm not at the holes?
That is
queuing down in a hole.
That is viable.
Down in a hole. Anyway, so that's
diggy hole.
Yep, 30. So 3 raises.
Now remember, don't add up your total and then figure out divided by 10. Like, tell me what each set
Oh.
of 10 is, because I'm able to buy some of your unused dice from you.
You bastard.
It's up to you if you want to
You
sell them or not.
You don't have to sell them.
Yeah,
He can buy them.
I can. It gives you a hero point, and I get a danger point for it.
Yeah, so how about no? So that's a 10,
That's one raise.
9, an 8, a 6, and a 5.
Okay. Yeah, so it could be 3 raises.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to buy the die on that.
No. Okay. So 3 for Frecky. May, how many raises did you get?
We start off with a 2 and an 8.
Okay,
I got a 10.
that's
We
2.
rolled the 10, and then I got a 3 and a 7.
Okay, that's an even 3. Can't buy any of your dice. Carlos, how many raises did you get?
I got 2 raises.
Okay.
I have an 8, a 9, and an 8. And no, I'm not selling you any of my dice.
So that's 1 raise.
That's one. No, it's 8. Not you. It's 1 raise. You're right.
Okay. And you
It's
sure?
10 and a, yes.
So you sure you don't want to sell one of your dice?
God no.
Okay. I will always ask when you have leftover dice, just in case you might need the hero point.
I mean, if he's not moving towards them, then he doesn't have to worry about.
He doesn't.
Falling in a hole.
He doesn't have to worry about the consequences of the round.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move forward because I don't want my horse to break a leg.
Right, because then he becomes glue.
Exactly.
All right, so May and Frecky, you guys go first. You got 3 raises. Are you paying the 1 raise for the consequence?
Or
will you allow yourself to fall into the hole?
May I ask May? This is just me. Would you like for me to take your consequence so you don't have to worry about spending that raise?
Ooh.
Because I am altruistic, and that allows me to actually take that consequence.
It does.
But would it also put you in danger? Is my question to you.
I am in a hole. They will come to me.
Yeah. He's using your, what is it? Your hubris, your virtue.
Virtue. Yeah.
Yeah. He's using his virtue. So by activating it, he will get a hero point.
If that allows you to do something more spectacular than me throwing a shield, that's the idea.
Not yet.
No? Okay, then never mind.
No. I appreciate you. Not yet is what I'm telling you.
Okay. So let's see. Let's start with May then.
Who's ever coming at me first is pretty much who I'm going to be.
Well, you two rushed in, so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are you attacking the left or right brute squad?
You know what? I'm a lefty. I'm a southpaw. I'll take the left. He can take the right. You know.
Okay. Sure.
Even Steven.
Okay. So you've got to pay 1 raise for avoiding the consequences. So that leaves you with 2. What do you want to do for your turn?
Try and dismantle it as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Hit it.
So all it takes is 1 raise to succeed your attack. Does your poison do anything beyond the 1 damage you're doing?
Excellent question. Give me a second. I'm looking for it now. Oh, if I could only blow this up. Oh, wait, I can. The venom, blah, 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 blah. Applied to a weapon. Did that. For 1 round, all wounds dealt to the undead monster are doubled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually doing 2 wounds. Or are you using all your leftover raises for damage?
Can I do damage and then... Oh, I have to down it first. That's what I have to do first. I'm getting ahead of myself. Well, let me read. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. How much to make it helpless?
Oh, these are brute squads. They don't become helpless.
Got it. Just estimating. Just total. If I have to go for total damage to get it down, I will.
Well, that's the elegance of the system is that every raise you use on an attack roll is a damage. So right now you're doing 1 damage to them, which is actually 2. You have 1 raise left over. Do you want to hold on to it, or do you want to use it for more damage?
Is it down?
No.
No, then fuck it. Use it all.
Okay. That will put you at 0 raises. So if something happens, you cannot interact.
Okay, I could deal.
Okay.
I can't, but I will.
All right. So that means that you've done 4 points instead of 2. And this brute squad has just lost enough to bring its fear down to 2. Frankie, brings us to you. You're paying 1 for the consequence?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not falling into the
I'll
hole?
do that. No, because I need to get as close as possible to them.
All right. You got 2 raises left.
Well, like I said, charging as I'm leaping over these holes, I am also tossing my newly acquired shield.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, 1 raise will do 1 point of damage. So do you want to use all your raises to, or do you want to hold on to 1?
Use both.
Okay. You're attacking the right one?
Well, since I'm left-handed, I'll go right.
Okay.
Southpaws.
All right. So it uses all of your raises.
Yep.
That brute squad has also lost enough to lower its fear to 2. Good on you guys.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that dice to all of a sudden replenish them. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, it's coming. And then that brings us to Carlos. So your horse doesn't have to worry about the consequence. So which one of the 2 do you think that you would instruct Sombra to?
The ladies group.
Okay. All right. So 1 more just is shattered and bone flies everywhere. So now it is the brute squad's turn because they always go last.
Mm-hmm.
The brute squad that is involved with May's fight will deal 5 points of damage to May.
Can I use one of my 2 successes to interpose?
You don't have successes.
I thought I had 2 10s total. A 9 and 8 and 8.
No, you have 1 10 total. You have 1 raise and you used it to damage.
9 plus 8.
Remember, you're not taking the total of your roll and then dividing by 10. You're trying to figure out what gives you a set of 10.
Oh!
That's why. You were the only one that I could have bought dice off of, but you told me that you didn't want to buy it. Sell them.
I get it. No, yeah, because I'm not going to give you points.
You're
Okay, I get it.
You're such a meanie.
So basically, you try to get groups of 2 dice
As
that
many
make a
dice.
10.
As many dice. Like if you need to do it with 3 dice to get a 10, you have to do it with 3 dice. But
you don't divide a dice among dice.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. Okay. And Frankie will take 8 points of damage.
I mean, I'm used to that.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me again as far as the
wheel?
the levels of wounds? Yeah. The wheel.
So the wheel is you take 4 points of regular damage, and then the 5th one, every 5th point is a dramatic wound.
So I'm at 1 dramatic wound.
You're 1 dramatic wound and 7 regular wounds. And that does good things for you, though.
Oh no, because I remember the first fight that when I fought the bear, that when I fought Gigi, that I had hard to kill. So that's why I'm not too worried.
Yeah, no, you are suited to fight these kinds of brute squads.
Yeah. I'm just
Uh,
worried about the squishies that are on the other side.
Right? You should be worried about the squishies on the other side. At the end of the round, I will use one of my danger points to bring May squad back up to full strength.
Of course. Not me.
So they're back to Fear 3. But your squad, Frecky, is now at Fear 2.
Mhm.
You can go banana daiquiris.
Yeah, you want me to stay there, don't you?
I do want you to stay there.
I want you to stay there.
Stay the fuck right where you are, baby.
Yeah.
So for the second round, what is going to be your approach?
Oh, I wanted to ask because
Mhm.
I built the shield to return to me.
Correct.
Did it return to me?
It did.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
It sure did.
Because I also realized that one of my advantages was a signature item was my old shield that I no longer have.
Yeah. So, Reki, for your approach this round, you will only be at a -2 dice.
Copy.
For May and Carlos, if you're still attacking that same brute squad, you will be at a fear of 3, though, so it will be 3 dice subtraction. And now for this round, Fricky, what is going to be your approach?
Okay, so let me ask you.
Yeah.
This is just an interesting question. I'm looking at my sheet.
Uh-huh.
Weaponry. When it talks about weaponry,
Mhm.
is that talking about not only, pistols, long-range weapons, but also
pistols are under aim.
Okay, so weaponry is anything that I can hold in my hand that I can wield as a weapon.
Weaponry is a sword, an axe,
Bones.
bones.
Cool. So, my idea is to lift one of the piece of the brute squad to beat with the other brute squad.
Okay. So that'll be a brawl check, actually.
It would be brawl?
Yep. Because you gotta pick them up.
Fine.
You gotta grapple them. But that will be brawn and brawl, so that's a total of 5. It's the first time you're using brawl, so that'll give you 6 -2. Puts you at 4 dice this round, baby.
Again.
May, what is going to be your approach this round?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right
Yeah.
now.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. Remember, it does reward you for using new skills every round, but you don't have to.
No, that's true. The thing is trying to figure out the new skills is the problem.
Yeah. We can come back to you if you want to keep thinking about it.
Yeah, please.
All right, Carlos,
Sorry.
what's going to be your approach this round?
There you go. So, I want to create an opportunity.
Oh. Okay.
The horse that is on the cart
Mhm.
is starting to freak out. I'm going to use a weapon attack to cut him loose. So he just goes buck wild, kicking all around. I'm not going to have control of him once he's loose, but I'm thinking he's going to cause enough chaos that either he'll pull some of the skeletons to him, and he's going to wreck some in the process.
Okay. That'll be a finesse and weaponry. It's the first time you're using weaponry, so I'll give you your bonus. So you're looking at 7 -3 is 4 dice. And every raise you get can then be used by the other two as a opportunity. So,
Nice.
all right.
Awesome.
Back to May then.
She's gonna pull out a flask of Reaper's poison,
Okay.
and when I attack the undead using a flask of Reaper's poison, spends raises as normal to inflict wounds. So do I need to roll something?
It's not gonna do anything against these guys.
Yeah. Okay.
That's more for undead that regenerate.
Now you got it.
Yeah. Regeneration is a different monster quality.
Then I guess I'm just going to pull out another thing of Revenant Venom and use them on swords.
Okay.
I'm kind of boxed in on this one then.
All right. Finesse and weaponry again. So it's 6 dice minus 3 is 3 dice. Because you've already used weaponry already. Freggy, what did you get?
So I got a 9 and a 5.
That's 1.
An 8. An 8 and a 3.
That's 2. 2.
I have a question.
Yep.
Fencer says I gain a bonus die when making a weaponry risk using a rapier, dagger, cutlass, or similar weapon in one hand.
Okay.
Would that kick in?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling 5 dice.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so 8, 10, 7. I only got 1, 7, wait a minute, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I only got 1 10. I got a 7, a 4, a 4, a 4, and a 1.
Yeah. Do you want to sell?
No.
And you didn't even let me finish. You didn't even let me finish. All right, so you got 1 raise. So either one of the other two can use that raise as an opportunity. May, what did you get?
I got a 7, 7, and a 9.
So 1 raise. Do you want to sell your extra dice?
Well, I'm going to ask you this the most loving, caring way as I can.
I mean, you can just say no. You can just say no if you're gonna be convoluted about it.
No, let her speak. Let her speak.
Okay.
Just say no. Hell no.
Okay.
In a loving, gentle way.
Sure.
So I have a question.
I'm
The
being
ones
civil.
you buy now, could you use them in the scene?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, then screw that. No. You're not getting anything from me.
I can use them whenever I want.
Yeah, like how many times do you think he wants to regenerate this brute squad?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Every time I can, I will.
But now that I know about Reaper's poison and how to use it, got you.
Yeah. Yeah. And there will come a time where I'm gonna forget that I gave an undead minion the regeneration props, and you're gonna be like, fuck that shit. So we start with the 2, which is Frecky. You got the highest amount of raises, so you get to start us off.
Well, I mean, like I said, the closest one that's to me, preferably the last one that hit me, is going to be the one that I lift from its femur, and just literally try to start swinging with it onto the group, like just a wide cleaving motion.
Okay. Now, do you want to use one of your raises to pay for the consequence, or do you want to use the opportunity that Carlos opened up for you to use their raise to pay for your?
There's a reason why Carlos did it. I rather take the risk on that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So all it takes is 1 raise to grab one motherfucker and beat another motherfucker with him, and that's gonna do 1 damage to the motherfucker you're hitting with the other motherfucker. Would you like to use your other raise to destroy the motherfucker that you're currently wielding as a bat as well?
Oh, because that 1 hit destroyed one of the skeletons?
Yes. Every damage you do to a brute squad lowers its strength and its numbers.
Okay, so what is the number that it's at currently before this attack?
Before the attack, it's at 8. With the attack, you're bringing it down to 7 with 1 raise.
Yeah. So yeah, let me use that raise.
Okay.
Bring it down to 6.
Bringing it down to 6. Okay. So that brings us to May and Carlos. Carlos is just creating an opportunity. So May, you can use his raise to pay for the consequence.
I'm down.
No. Because
No. I mean, I'm down with taking the.
Oh, okay.
With him. Yeah.
All right. And now
Sorry,
you got.
my Chicagoanisms are coming in.
Yeah, no, you got 1 raise that you can throw at hitting the brute squad, so you bring it down to a strength of 9, so it reduces its fear to 2. Frankie, because you did not pay for the consequence, you fall into one of the holes. So now you got to pay 2 raises for the next round to get out of the hole.
But I can still aim with my shield from this hole.
You could aim from the shield from the hole, yeah. But if you wanted to climb out of the hole, it would take 1 of your raises.
Copy.
So now the brute squad on May is gonna attack Carlos for 9 points of damage. So that's 8 regular and 1 dramatic wound.
Okay, hold on.
Yep. And then the one on Frecky's gonna attack him for 6 as he falls into the hole.
Where is the thing to track your hits on this character sheet?
Top, underneath player.
Yep.
Underneath player.
Yeah, says,
on the top of the sheet where you have your name and then player, and then it says wounds.
It says wounds and dramatic wounds.
Prime details story ship all. Bio
above that.
Above that. I see character sheet.
Yeah, so above prime details, story, whatever, and below character, bio info, and attributes and abilities.
Dude, I don't. Oh, that big giant number on the side.
No, that's your hero points. Yeah.
Oh, wounds. Okay, how many do you have? 9.
You have 8 regular, 1 dramatic.
Okay. Because I was looking for the spiral from the book.
The wheel, yeah,
the wheel. Okay.
So that means that I have 13 regular and 2 dramatic wounds.
2 dramatic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I like to be in the 3 to 4 range. That's
right.
Usually how this goes.
So I will not use a danger point on any of the brute squads. So they are at their current strength. So that means that they're both at fear 2. That means you're only down 2 dice for this next round. Fricky, what is your approach going to be this round?
Well, my approach would be...
You're going to throw your shield from inside the hole?
No, in fact, I actually want to get out of this hole.
Okay.
And I'm going to shield bash. See if I can literally crack some skulls with this.
Okay, so this will be a weaponry roll. It's the first time you're using weaponry because you've used aim, brawl, and now weaponry. Brawl and weaponry put you at 6 plus 1 for the first time using it. It puts you at 7 minus 2 is 5 dice.
Yep. I also wanted to ask. Yeah, I should have asked this before because I know that I had my signature item was my previous shield.
Yeah.
The new shield I have now would not be considered a signature item, correct?
You could be working on it to become your signature item.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, that makes sense story wise. Okay, cool.
All right.
Copy.
May, what is your approach going to be for this round? You have an idea? You want me to skip you over?
No, I think. Well, I think I'm going to do half sword, half axe.
Okay, so still weaponry?
Weaponry, and I mean, that's all I got right now. It's
okay.
all I could think of.
All right, finesse and weaponry is going to be 6. You've already used this, so you don't get a bonus. Minus 2 puts you at 4 dice.
Okay.
And Carlos, what is your approach going to be this round?
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to maneuver myself. So I'm between the skeletons and May.
Okay.
and I'm going to go on the full defense
Oh.
because I'm trying to understand their rhythm.
Okay.
In other words, I'm doing my dueling thing. I'm trying to figure out their rhythm.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I'm doing is full defensive in front of her.
Okay, so you're protecting.
I'm protecting her. At the same time, I'm just trying to figure out how these things fight. Because I've fought only people my entire life, and these are not people.
Yeah. That's going to be a wits and warfare roll then?
Awesome. And I have no warfare. This is going to be great. Okay.
So 3 minus 2 puts you at 1 dice. It's the first time you use it though, so it gives you +1, so you're actually at 2 dice.
And technically I'm using my weapon.
You're not though, because you're not making a weaponry risk. You're making a warfare risk.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
2 dice.
Yeah. So 2 dice. I like that before we started. I like that before we started the before. Well, remember 10s only explode on if you have the skill 3 or higher.
Yep.
So his will never explode. I like that I started before the stream. I was like, hey, make sure that you read page 177 so you can see what you can do with hero points. And nobody has used a fucking hero point.
Because I only have one, bro. Actually,
you get them. You can get them back.
When can you call that you use them?
Anytime before I ask you what your raises are.
Okay.
All right. So Frecky, what'd you get?
Well, I got a 10, so that exploded.
Ooh.
And then it became an 8.
Okay.
2 7s, 2 4s.
So 1 10 is 1 raise, an 8 and a 4 could be another raise, and then a 7 and 4 could be another raise. So you don't have any dice left over?
Which I have 1 die left over.
Oh, what do you have left over?
7.
Oh, you have 2 7s and 2 4s?
Yeah, 2 7s, 2 4s, and 8 and a 10.
Okay.
Because remember the 10 exploded.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you want to sell that dice?
No.
All right. So you got 3.
Before you ask me.
I know you're gonna say no already. So it's gonna be 3. One of them will have to pay for getting out of the hole. Remember that. May, what'd you get?
Okay, I got a 9 and a 3.
That's 1 raise.
Then two zeros.
Oh, 2 raises.
Then rolled and got a 3 and another 0.
Okay.
And then when I re-rolled that 0, I got a 1.
All right, so you have 2 dice that you can sell me. Would you like to sell me?
No, I like my dice.
All right, well, puts you at 3 raises. Carlos.
Hold on. So right now I would spend a hero point.
Correct.
Before I tell you, I'm going to spend a hero point.
Okay.
Because I'm defending May.
Mm-hmm.
I'm creating openings. So I give May 3 more dice.
Okay. So roll.
Basher. Sure.
Yeah. So roll 3 more dice.
So I got a 6 and a 10.
Roll 3 more dice?
Yep.
Yeah, you get to roll 3 more dice.
Oh, fuck me. All right.
Yep. I got a 6 and a 10, and I'm not giving you my 6.
Man, you guys are stingy as fuck.
Okay, well, I got a 9 and a 4 and a 0.
Okay, so that's
0.
2 more.
That's a 1.
Okay, and you don't want to sell any of your dice.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I like my dice. They're
Sure.
pretty.
All right. So that means that we're going to start with May.
It's gonna be May.
So you're going to attack. You do have to pay the 1 for the whole avoidance. That leaves you with 4 left. What do you want to do with them?
I'm gonna split them. I'm gonna use 2 for attack, 2 for defense.
How do you want to defend with them?
Well, depending on if I'm gonna hold 2, so that in case something happens, because I'm sitting at 5 points right now, and I'm checking everyone else, I might have to start throwing out some health potions. So I would like to attack 2 and hold the other 2 back for a moment.
Okay.
If that's possible.
I don't think that you can. You can use them to avoid damage, sure. So you want to try to avoid 2 points of damage, is what you're saying.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
That gets rid of all your raises. You're doing. Are they poisoned, or are you doing just regular damage?
Nope, they're poisoned.
Okay. That's 4. 4 points of damage to them. Okay. And that brings us to Frecky with 3.
Well, since you brought up hero points and saying that we have not used them,
Yeah.
I will thinking of actually using the hero point for an extra action, which is to get out of the damn hole.
Well, the extra action is for when you're helpless.
Oh, so the extra action, you don't get an additional standard if you use the...
No.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Then never mind.
Yeah. Now you can take an action while helpless, which is fantastic.
I gotta look. Yeah, I gotta read that over again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll use 1 then to get out of the hole.
Okay. That leaves you with 2.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, bashy.
Okay. That's gonna be 2 damage.
You said the brute squad is at 6 currently, 6 bodies.
Yes. Now it's at 4.
Now it's at 4.
Yep.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Because it very soon is gonna go back to 10.
Well, maybe. So Pete, you're defending. Carlos is defending May, so that'll also reduce another point of damage. So instead of May taking 5, she only takes 2. Because she blocked 2 by herself and 1 more from yours. Reduces 5 from 5 to 2. Frecky takes 4 more points of damage.
Which then that brings me 4, 2, 3. So I am now at 3 dramatic wounds.
Ooh.
That is my number.
That's dangerous.
That's all right. I still got 2 to go.
And you know what I'll do just to make things easy? 5 and 4. The brute squad rearranges into 1 brute squad of 9.
So while they're in the middle of fighting us, they just
They just merge. They just come together. So instead of two blobs, they become 1 blob. So
for at the dramatic wounds, don't we get a bonus?
You do. Okay. The first and third dramatic wound gives you a bonus. The second and fourth dramatic wound give you a negative.
Got it. Okay. Because I have a dramatic wound. I forgot to add that last time. Got it.
Yeah. I believe. Let me see if I can grab the actual book and go to the wheel.
Yeah, you do that.
Because the PDF doesn't have the wheel for some reason.
It does. It's next to the map for some reason.
Yep.
It's not its own thing, and you can't zoom into it. It acts weird.
It does. So, but that's okay.
Okay, so I see it now. One bonus die to our risks. At 2, villains gain +2 bonus die.
Yep.
At 3, your 10s explode +1 die. And at 4, you are helpless.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Let me fold this so I can have it for easy reference from now on. Booyakasha. All right. So what is going to be the approach for this round, Ricky?
They're all like clustered together now.
Yep. And because they've clustered into
Cool.
one group, you no longer have to worry about the holes. Because the holes were off to the side. Now that they're in a central position, there's no holes there for you to worry about.
Copy. So, I mean, I guess there's nothing left for, because I see, the way I look at it is I was so like, Preki was so focused on his side that he took his eyes off of what was going on the other, what was going on with everybody else, and he all of a sudden goes right into. He automatically goes, no, now it's time to essentially, here comes Papa Bear. So I am going to now it's going to be kind of a smash. I'm going to treat it like a football tackle. I am literally gunning at top speed to the center mass of this brute squad.
Okay.
And I will, no, you know what? I won't use the shield. I will cannonball myself into it.
Okay. That's going to be Brawl, which you've already used. But Brawn and Brawl, it's going to be 5 dice plus 1 for your wounds, minus the 2 for their fear, puts you at 4 dice.
Yeah.
All right. May, what is going to be your approach this round?
I'm seeing Dranke is doing that, and I have not done Brawl yet. I think I'm going to follow his lead for the moment.
Okay. Where are you on the wheel?
Fuck do I know?
How many total damage do you have?
7.
That's it?
Yeah, I had 5, and then I took 2.
I thought you were worse off than that. Okay. So it's gonna be Brawn, which is 2, plus Brawl, which is 3, plus 1 for your dramatic wound, plus 1 more because you haven't used it, puts you at 7.
Yep.
Minus the 2 for fear puts you at 5.
Gotcha.
All right. Carlos, what is your approach this round?
So I finally figured them out, and I'm gonna do Nalanda Rus.
Oh, a dueling maneuver?
Yes.
Wow.
If I hit them, I do additional damage equal to my ranks in panache.
Ooh. Está bien. How many dramatic? Like, what's your total wounds on the wheel?
I have 1 dramatic wound, so I added.
All right, so you get an extra dice. So it's gonna be finesse.
And I have an extra dice for using a weapon.
Yep, it's gonna be finesse and weaponry, which is 6.
Yep.
You've used weaponry before, so you don't get that bonus, but you do get the 1 from the wound, and the 1 for your dueling. So that puts you at 8. Minus 2 is 6.
Okay.
We can't choose who goes first, right?
No, it's in raise order.
Copy.
So, Frankie, how many raises did you get?
8, a 6, 4, and a 3. So I believe that's just 2.
Yep. May, how many raises did you get?
Okay. I had a 1 and a 9. A 7 and a 3.
Okay.
I had a 0.
Okay.
And then I re-rolled it to a 6.
Okay, so 3. Right?
You want to give him that 6?
She's not gonna give it to me. And Carlos.
So I got a 10, an 8, a 2, so that's 2 10s.
Yeah, that's 2.
A 5, a 3, and a 3.
That's 3.
So that's another 10.
Yeah.
I rolled for the 10, I got an 8, so I didn't get a 10 there, but I'm not selling you my dice.
All right, that's okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so May and Carlos go first.
Ladies first.
Oh, okay. She's just gonna go in and start brawling.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Because remember, 1 raise is 1 damage. So
All right. And I have how many? 3?
3.
I'm gonna use 2 for damage and 1 for avoiding.
Okay.
Smart.
All right. Carlos.
I'm pouring all my successes into damage.
No, don't. You don't need to. I'm shaking my head.
Excuse me. I fight with panache and grace, and right now I am trying to be the center of attention.
Oh, he's our peacock.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
it is my my arcana.
Okay.
No, you're a peacock.
So it'll be 6 points of damage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That leaves 1 skeleton left as Frecky barrel rolls into him.
No, I can't stop because I see this, right? No, I'm just gonna have to
Can't
just
stop
run
it.
him over.
Can't stop it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yep. Can't stop the
Well,
feeling.
can I just? I want to change it up. It won't change the roll, but really, what I want to use then, since there's only 1 left, is instead of ramming it with the shield, is to jump up in the air and then smack it like a chair shot to the skull.
Oh yeah, same approach.
Top rope.
Yeah, same approach. So it doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to change your approach, then yeah, it would have been something completely different.
Right.
But you've defeated your 2 brute squads. That was rough.
I don't think that was rough.
I mean,
You got
3 traumatic
slammed.
wounds.
Yeah, sir.
Right.
You got slammed.
I'm halfway through. See, like I look at him, I'm like, I could still keep going.
I
At
can
4,
do
I
this
can still
all
keep
day.
going. I could do this all day.
Yep.
Chill off, Captain America.
The bear Gigi gave me more of a challenge, unfortunately.
But you do notice as the dust settles and the holes are left in your yard, a lot of these skeletons have Ison uniforms, like military uniforms. Some of them don't. Some of them have Castilian uniforms. Some of them have Montanian uniforms. And you also notice that the driver of the wagon, the carriage, gone.
Oh, I didn't think he would stay put on this.
Yeah, no. The second you cut his horse loose, he fucking dipped.
Duh.
Are we able to see names on these uniforms?
You will find that some of the uniforms actually have family insignias.
Would for the Eisen may know them.
Yes, they are the Adler family from the town of Tannen. It's a lake town, a little bit north and west from Helgrund, where you are.
She'll take the insignias.
Yep.
Nothing from no Vestin uniform, nothing like that.
No. No, Vestin's across the sea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just making sure.
I'm checking out the Castilian ones.
You recognize the family insignia because it's from Aldana. It's Los Lomos, the family of Los Lomos. They're known for their bountiful orchards and their hillside estate overlooking the northern part of the city. You've probably been there.
I have. There was a particular lass that I met,
Mm-hmm.
a señorita that reminds me of the area. I put my hands over their heads and I say a prayer.
Okay.
The holes themselves, they came out of these holes, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I look I look at May and I'm like, should we be concerned that they used your space as a burial ground?
This wasn't a burial ground. What are you talking about? They traveled through the ground to get here.
So, well, I jump in a hole, and I'm trying to see now what she means by traveling, because now I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, the hole is maybe.
I look down. I go, do you see a tunnel?
The hole is
I would
maybe
think the same
4 feet deep, by 3 feet wide.
So I'm like right here. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
Maybe they
Okay.
closed up the tunnel behind them.
Why are you sinking tunnels? They move through the earth.
Through tunnel.
right.
Through the earth.
Just like I get him, I'm like, yeah, that's right. I mean, we deal with
Mein
wolves,
Gott, wir
so this
reißen
is
nicht
not.
aus, du Wurst.
I know a couple of those words now.
Good.
I know.
Now, come in. You both are injured. You need to heal.
I'm fine.
Having
She just looks at you. She just looks at you like, if you're going to say it's a flesh wound, get inside.
the good part about the system is having taken the moment to kind of rifle through the bodies and give them a prayer or two is enough to consider having like taken a moment to breathe, and so all your regular wounds are healed.
Ooh.
Oh, but not my dramatics.
No, dramatics take time.
I got you.
No, I
Go
know.
inside.
I don't know if I read this,
Mhm.
but the Castilians do the coins on the eyes, right?
Yes.
I do the coins on the eyes for all of them.
Okay.
And I say a prayer to each one holding my cross.
Okay. How does this look to the other two? Because this is the first time you've dealt with someone of the Vaticine faith.
I mean, I've seen on
Okay.
a lot of traveling on a lot of different ships. I've seen something similar.
Yeah, because Angel was Vaticine, but lip service Vaticine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Vestin bury their comrades and compatriots with their weapons, so they can take it on with them.
Of
To
course.
the Allfather. So, going from their weapons to coins is not a huge stretch. That doesn't. I don't see that as being outside of the scope of my understanding.
Yep.
But I start digging holes to cover these. I start covering up the holes now because I'm like, this is unseemly.
Mhm.
I don't want to see this in the daytime. Took
Yeah.
me months to fix this yard, and now
Yo.
in a night.
I'm gonna go and look for the horse that freaked out.
Oh, it's gone.
Okay, then I will use Sombra to move the carriage. I know Sombra's not gonna be happy about it, but I calm him down.
Nope.
I strap everything to him, and I move the cart.
Yep.
Oh, so did we get a carriage out of this?
Technically, yeah.
I guess we did. But Sombra's
You got a
not gonna
fancy
pull the
cart.
carriage.
Yeah. I guess you could say that this is a quail, bird, crow. And then I just start going into the house.
Quail, bird, crow. Indeed.
Yeah.
May just goes into the kitchen and pulls out Summer Smile. That happens to be a lovely, horrible, putrid brew that if I applied to anyone's dramatic wounds by an undead monster, which I think Undead Brute Squad could apply.
Yep.
It will heal it will heal a dramatic wound at the end of the scene.
Yep.
Before she hands that over to me, I will grab the flask that I have and just down the remaining contents in there.
Mhm.
Grab a piece. Grab one of the wooden spoons and there you just put it as so, because this is not going to feel good.
It just smells bad. She'll kind of like, she'll look at him and go, this is a, it's Wasser. It's bad smelling water that will help you heal. It's not going to wring you dry. And it's not
It's
like
gonna
pulling out your
burn
sun.
like the fires of Hades.
It's not going to burn. It's going to soothe. When's the last time wait, do you have a dramatic wound on you?
Yes.
Oh, he
Then
does.
sit your arse down. I will work on you next.
Kind of reminds me of haggis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something.
So hold on a second. Okay, so I'm gonna use my what can I use? What can I use? Hold on. I want to mess with him. I want to convince him that it's gonna burn like hell when he puts it on. I don't know what I would use.
I mean, he's pretty trusting.
Oh,
So-
I'm overly trusting. So
I don't know.
Yeah. So if you got-
do
if
I
you
get that sense from him?
Yeah, like you got 2 points of
Nah,
convince.
I wouldn't take advantage of that.
Yeah, you got 2 points of
I'd be like,
convince.
no, it's not gonna burn. That's
Yeah,
what she
'cause that's-
says, and I trust her. Kind of.
Okay.
The fuck?
Look, I'll do it first. And I get it, and I put it on my wound, and then I'm gonna use my form for a second to go, ah, ah! No, see, I'm fine.
he startled his own horse. I can hear outside.
Yep.
I think he started his children that are yet to be born.
Well, I see the display that he did. I'm like, okay.
No, and it heals the wound right up.
I start laughing right after. You could tell it was a joke.
Let's see. So
Mm.
I as you're laughing, I just whisper to May. I'm like, is that how the shop is the feeling that I have the same way that I make a joke to the shopkeep and he doesn't understand because I'm just
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ha 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 ha
Mhm.
ha. Just
So you both heal a dramatic wound. The other dramatic wounds you have will heal by the end of the episode.
cool. So that means I have 2 currently. So
Yep.
alright. Yeah, just flesh wounds.
Yeah, you know.
None too unseemly.
Yeah, I mean, if you face a villain, they get +2 bonus dice. Nothing major.
Yeah. So yeah, brain. I don't know why you had to drop that, but sure.
Then you know that's where you're at.
You just letting us know. Thanks.
Also, so you're all aware if it ever does come to you facing off against a villain. If multiple of you are at 2 dramatic wounds, those bonuses stack.
Got it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Mood.
What I will do though after I take the salve and it heals one of the dramatic wounds is I'll go back outside to the lanterns and relight them and actually position them around the house because I got like 8 of them. So
Yep. Yeah.
Didn't
No,
they just blow them out like they were nothing?
they did.
did I just
Eyeball them.
oh Balto heal like literally I immediately go Balto heal because I imagine the moment we walk in, Balto comes, sees us, and then sees a gentleman that he's never seen before.
Yeah, he stayed away from him. It's like wherever Carlos is, Balto's on the opposite side of the room.
Yeah.
What is Baltos?
It is a
Balto is,
wolfhound.
It's a wolf. Okay. Interesting.
It's about I believe if it stands on its hind legs, it's as tall as you are.
And
He's just a good little boy.
That's the run.
Got it.
And that's the run of the litter, yeah. So yeah, so I'll take that time to put those lanterns out around just so that we can also get some kind of lighting around here.
Yeah.
It'll make me feel better.
Sure, of course. Light drives away the darkness, obviously. But the rest of the night is going to go uneventful unless you have something that you want to do, like a sleepover, slumber party, all of you in the same room.
I will spend the time to try to help Balto into knowing that this person that the new person here with us, Carlos, is not a problem.
Well, is Carlos staying overnight, or is he going back to the estate?
I'm brave. I'm not stupid to go back by myself.
Nope.
There is hope for you.
Yeah. He was hoping to. He was like, "Hey, you want to go back?
Hey,
Sure.
Hey, you want to go? You want to go back on the road by yourself?" We haven't had a good chase.
There was a trick that my brother used to do when he would meet new dogs. Do you have a treat? Like a bone, something the dog likes.
Yeah.
And I go and I actually walk over to our room, to the room, and I'll grab one of the bones, one of the things that he's been gnawing at.
Don't you have like pocket meat that you took from the...
Yeah.
I'm not giving him my pocket meat.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
That's
right. I'll literally
apologies to the crowd.
Yeah, how silly
I'll
of me.
literally sit cross-legged in like the living room with his treat in front of me and my eyes down. I'm not challenging him. Just getting him to come close to me and smell me.
There is a moment where you hear the kind of clacking noise of his nails on the wood, and it gets louder as he approaches. And
I don't move.
There is this shadow that just kind of comes closer and overtakes all of you. And now you realize how big this dog actually is.
Nice.
It's the size of a pony.
Wow.
And it's
so in Castilian, very low. I'm saying things like "Qué bonito tú eres, ven macho, ven para acá."
Okay. What I am doing now, because I'm seeing what he's doing, and I see that he's trying to attract Balto to come to him. So I will stand behind Carlos.
Okay.
Right. And with my pocket meat, I will take out some of the treats and I will literally hang it over Carlos's head out of his sight, and just literally just call Balto to come.
Carlos gets tackled.
Yes. I hug the dog and start like doing this to his sides.
Yeah.
Qué bonito tú eres, qué machito.
Yep. No me muerdas.
Was ist da nicht nice for so nicht?
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, and he's just eating his fill of whatever pocket meat Fricky gave him, just slobbering all over Carlos.
There you go.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah.
And he just lets his weight drop on top of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And,
that's it.
And just kind of.
Adios.
Yeah. And
You're
just lets out
now.
a long breath and just kind of puts his head next to yours.
Ay, mi niño.
Was ist da an
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand half the things that are being said in this house.
That's fair. So, you're learning though.
True statement.
Yeah. Yeah. I call Balto to come over to me.
Yep.
I'll use Ison, what I've been learning.
Yeah. He fights getting up because he's getting attention from Carlos. But he'll get up, and in very you don't know if it's like Frecky knows what this is, but Carlos you don't know if this is just him not being spatially aware or not. but the moment that he turns to kind of like walk over you towards Frecky, his hind leg just lands square on your balls.
Nice. No more pocket meat for Carlos.
My pitbull does that all the time in real life, so I get it.
Yep. But it just comes over and sits in front of Frecky.
Yeah. I'll grab some more of the treat that I have in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just have him command to stand because I want to see now how tall he actually is from the last.
He gets up
because I feel like he's taller, much taller in significant height from the last time I saw him.
He can see you eye to eye.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I still can't, like, and in the back of my mind, I have the intrusive thought. I go, I still can't ride Balto.
Nope.
Even though he's as tall as I am, I still can't ride him.
No riding dog.
Yeah. So, Wolfhound. Yes.
Wolfhound.
Yes. So no, I go ahead and greet him, touch his face. I go, I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad that you kept the house safe.
He whines. But he eats the bacon. He
whines?
Yeah, he whines. He has a little dog whine. But he eats the bacon, and when he drops back down, you notice that there's no thought to like being reserved. Like he just lets his full weight come down, and there is a heavy thud when he lands on the floor.
From when I first I want to say adopt because buying is such a crude way to say this. It's more like I just gave my wealth just to have this puppy with me.
Yeah.
How much has it grown since I've gotten him?
It's been the better part of a month. He's grown by almost 60%.
I take it. I don't know I'm just gonna use what I know from the hounds that are invested and assume that he's going to continue to grow for another couple months before he's at the size that he's probably going to stay for the rest of his lifespan.
Yeah, it also looks like he wasn't fighting for his fair share of food, so that also contributes to the malnourishment that he was dealing with. But he looks like he can easily be the same size as some of his other pack mates, if not probably bigger.
Like, I'm looking at his paws, and if his paws are still too big in proportion to his body, that also lets me know that he's still growing. Because the paws are actually the first to grow.
They're slightly bigger.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to get a bigger room because that in there it was barely enough for us. I mean, I guess we can make I start talking to him like, I guess we can make an extension to the outside. I'm gonna have to go ahead and find wood now.
Ballroom.
Ballroom?
Yeah. Ballroom. Also known as the dining room. Right over there. The biggest room I have in the house.
I can sleep in the dining room now with Balto? That's amazing. Let me go and I start walking over. I never had a house this big that I can just sleep in the ballroom. And
we will eat in the kitchen, okay?
So I start putting stuff on his back, like the actual like pillows, the comforter. Just start.
Yeah, he stands there as you drape this comforter over him. He just looks up at you with his big smile.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting into a bigger room now. You're way too small for this.
Would you like a place to stay? And she's looking to the guest she now has.
Yes, I would. Thank you.
Okay, come on with me. And she'll take you upstairs. She'll actually give you one of her brother's rooms. Nice, it's comfortable. It's icing. Yeah. So, lack of color. Sorry, can't help this. But you know that the brother is very maritialistic.
Yes, excellent.
Are you sure you don't want my old room? Because my old room has a great access to the outside if you needed to, stretch your legs.
There's a makeshift doggy door.
Yeah, the makeshift doggy door. That's the size of a human. Yeah.
The hole.
I don't. Would you
No,
like that
yeah.
one or this one?
I'll be fine wherever the lady puts me.
No. You have a choice. I mean, it's only us two in this huge house.
Now, where am I going
Where
to put
would
the
you-
hole in the dining room for outside?
You will not
Yes.
put a hole in the dining room, or I will string you up faster than you can blink.
No, I'll sleep here,
fine.
but I'm gonna go back to the stalls for a second and check on Sombra.
Yeah. I just want to
I'm
make
gonna,
sure
I'm
you have
gonna,
a-
I'm gonna brush him down and stuff before the end
Well.
of the night.
It's fine. I just want to make sure you know you have a place to rest while you are here.
Yep.
Would there be
Thank
a
you
place
very much.
for a horse in the barn that May would have had?
Yeah, because they used to have a whole bunch of horses. Now
Okay.
they don't really have any.
All right. So it looks
I'm-
a little sad to Carlos. It looks like there would have been this would have been a comfortable place for a good dozen horses.
Mm-hmm.
It's odd.
Yeah.
The stall is
That
way
comes
too
with-
quiet. It's too quiet and it doesn't smell right.
Being that he's outside in the barn, she's going to make sure she goes with them with one of the lanterns because
Yeah.
no one
Good
should ever
move.
be allowed outside at night alone.
Again.
It's not like I'm far from the house. I'll be fine. And we have the plethora of lanterns in the field.
I hear him say this, and I immediately go out and go, no, that's not how that works.
It's practically daytime out here.
It is not how this works. You are in Iceland, not in wherever you are from.
Castile.
Since
You see
Bolton,
the wood
since
over
Bol-
there?
Yeah.
The whole forest right there, yeah?
Yeah.
There are werewolves in there.
Werewolves?
So, if they come... yeah, did I stutter?
Where's the werewolf?
A werewolf?
Werewolf?
Werewolf, yeah.
There's werewolves in there.
Oh my god, do I have to say
Werewolves.
this in a
So
different
you're
accent?
telling me werewolves are real?
How do you think I
Did
became a
you-
widow? And she will point right to the whole graveyard where her family is. How do you think I became a widow?
Understand, I've never seen anything. I've only been in Castile. And one time I was in
Welcome to
Buddhist.
Iceland.
But that's a whole different story.
I'm sure.
Mhm.
I thought I look over, I look at Balto, and then I look at May. I go, I thought we discussed this while we were in the fancy house earlier.
Yeah, we did.
I don't
Yes,
remember
and it
you
did-
bringing up werewolves.
I thought it was a flourish to the story. But apparently, they're real. So, yes,
Oh,
I will be
Almovar's
checking
at
on my
least.
horse. And, is he safe here?
Who you asking?
Sure.
Who are you asking?
You asking me or
Good
May?
question.
I will lock myself up and sleep in the barn tonight with Sombra.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There's a hammock.
Can't bring you.
Sombra is very dear to me. He's my good friend.
Okay. Your life is not dear to you. I understand. Got it.
I mean, since
Well, Sombra's life is dear to
there's
me as
that-
well.
there is the makeshift door that goes into the house. I think Sombra. I mean, if Balsa could fit, I think Sombra could fit. I mean, keep it in the house.
Well, I could lock up the doors of the barn. It's a building.
Just.
Yep.
I'll just lock up the doors of the barn.
I grab like 2 or 3 of the lanterns and I start hanging it in front of. I put one in Balto's mouth. I'm like so that he could follow me as I'm putting a couple over there by the barn.
He's almost. He
Thank
trots around like a soldier, holding the lantern proudly.
You know, hold on. It's the barn.
Mhm.
It's the barn. There's probably a fireplace in here. Because they had to during winter to keep the horses warm.
Mhm.
Because if not, they would get frostbite.
That makes sense.
So I light the fireplace. I have light in here, and it's going to be toasty.
Yeah. And you hear something scurry up the chimney.
Of course. possum that's been in there for 5 million years. It's been, what the fuck?
Yep. They set fire to my house.
Yep.
This is my origin story.
Some damn foreigner.
Yep. Possum man.
Yeah.
All right. You guys bed down for the
yeah,
night.
I set a nice fire going in the fireplace, and I put Sombra in the space next to the fireplace.
Yep.
I set up the cot right there, and I'm gonna sleep there tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will let Balto sleep in the living room. I mean, in the ballroom.
Yep.
Because I already set up his room there.
Yep.
I'm actually going to stay in the original room because it has the makeshift door that I can see out to the barn. And if I fall asleep while watching the barn, I will. But that's essentially what I'm doing.
Yep. I'm gonna call it here for tonight. This is obnoxious and a pain in the dick. And it's
Yeah, sorry.
no, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
I wish we could have gotten to it.
Could it be they're pushing a new update or something?
Affected by this?
I don't know what they're doing, but I've been looking at the latency shooting up to like 23 and 2400 for no reason.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there was an issue that they resolved earlier today, from what I saw on the server update report, but nothing.
Doesn't look resolved to me.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at 32 now, 23.
Is it percentages?
No, MS.
Oh.
Yeah, the average has been around 400s, which is not good. So
No.
Mood.
Yeah, like right now it's stable. Hasn't gone higher than 40.
yeah, because it heard that we're gonna cut it today, so it's like, okay, now I'm done.
Oh no! Now it heard us and it went up to 283. Yeah. Gotta see if I can salvage the episode as far as where we started to lose ourselves.
After fighting. We at least got through the fighting.
You did get through the fighting. So.
Huzzah.
That was important.
And if it has to be a short episode, it'll be a short episode. But thank you guys for being a part of this, and I will let you know what I salvaged and what I couldn't, and we'll see if we have to redo some of the conversation next time we meet up. But as always, if this will let me, because now it jumped up to 400 MS, let's have everybody do a speed round of where they can be found and what they're up to, starting with Freggy.
So yeah, you can find me personal account on socials, Mr. _ with the underscore in between each word. You can also find me on TikTok, Crit or Die. I'll again, pirate, vampire, and whatever else will have me on Ravnos Archon. I don't know if you can hear what I just said. Hopefully so.
Yep. Okay. May?
I'm on all social media on Judy Von Ash. I'm here on Twitch, Judy _Von _Ash. I do choking of wonderful yarn, blah, 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 blah. You can find me here. Tuesdays for Scion. You can find me here for 7C. And then I'm over at McStabbers.
Okay. And it just shot up to 1700. So, give it a couple seconds before we jump to Carlos. Wow. Yep. Is it? Okay, it's going down. Okay, Carlos, what do you have to where can people find you?
You can find me StatMonkey at on Instagram, and half of the time I'm a samurai, the other half of the time I'm a swashbuckling duelist here on this channel. That's pretty much it.
Okay. As always, you can catch us here Monday for Vampire the Masquerade, Tuesdays for Scion or War of the Wild West, Thursdays like today you saw 7C or Legend of the Five Rings. You can catch me at McStabbers on Wednesdays. And we'll see you when we see you. Remember that we take mental health on the channel very seriously. So please, if you need help, our phone number is going up. If you're watching live on the Twitch chat, they'll be in the description box on YouTube. Otherwise, you can go to findthehotline.com if you need to find the resources in your area. Normally, I would take my time with this, but we are fighting technology. So please just know that it is okay to not be okay. And if you need help, there are resources out there for you. So take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.